Self-isolation number 12, Freeman. Alright, are we going to break them up? Now that's a good question. Will I break them up, or will I be able to do the intended way? So it looks like it's going to be like the last one, where I need to go down. I need to go down to oh, it's another one of these. Let me guess, the exit is right over here, next to the platform. Next to the top of the platform. I need to get a cube, and I need a connection between this portal surface and the one in the room. This portal surface. Yeah, it's basically like the previous one. Although I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. I mean, look at the size of this room. It's, you know, slightly bigger than the previous one. There's also a lot more... Is there a lot more connection? Well, anyway, let's do the same steps like we always do. First, we need to... we need to get down there. We need to get into the second room. To do that, I need the laser with me, and the laser cube in this room, so I can go down. So I can shoot here, and that's basically it for the laser. So my guess is that I'll do something simple, as simple as that. Have you played this map, Sarcoons? Well, at least this atom map, number 12. Self-isolation number 12. We're getting close to the end of these, or at least to the end of the streak. I know that there is a few more in the... I know that there's a few more somewhere out there. Well... You haven't. Well, it's fine. It's an early puzzle. It's a... Well, it's not that early in the workshop. It's in the middle by now. I'm this far into the map that, yeah, I would say that we have reached the middle. I mean, so far so good. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I can just go down into the thing. Ah, that's why. No, that's still fine. That is completely fine. That is super fine. I can destroy the cube and then go down. I'm sure that this move will be a lot harder to pull off once I get the other cube. So I cannot respawn... So yeah, I cannot respawn it. But that's a problem for a very near future, Fab. There we go. And here we are. Well, not second floor. Second section. Yeah. We have the way back. We have some interesting portal surface. Portal surface down there. We have this thing that requires two things? Yes, it does. This requires... to activate the platform, it requires two things. This laser catcher and this button. Interesting rules. Interesting rules. So, here we are. Just like I figured. VN move. Need a connection and need a cube. And then... yeah, and then that's it. Is there some similarity? Well, no. I mean, the rooms are a bit similar, but yeah, the elements in the rooms are completely different. They do something completely new. Yeah, oh boy. Alright, so step 2 is now to get back to the first room with a cube or something to change. To change the first room. Which is either getting, you know, the cube or a portal surface. I think in this one I'm gonna have to go with getting down here, getting the cube and going back down. Yeah, because I can do it, no problem. Yeah, there's also nothing that I can do, nothing else that I can do. There's no way for me to get this cube. I mean, if I place the laser cube like here, I would be stuck in this room because this would be in the way. So, yeah. So, what are we doing? We are getting, yeah, the thing. Do I want to keep that connection? So this is the part where... this is the part that sucks a bit. So, there is no way... there's currently no way for me to do any progress. I can... well, no, that's not true. If I have a straight laser and a cube, I can go back in there and shoot a portal here and then get access to the second laser. Yeah, but for now... yeah, for now there's nothing. The fact that also both lasers are graded means, yeah, that I need a laser cube. It will mean that I will need to get to rather redirect a laser cube to one of these walls. So. Okay, so now step 3, do stuff. Step 3... I mean, technically we're still in step 2. Although we won't be in it for too long. Yeah, technically I can go back. Ooh, I don't know about that. I do not know about that. So, yeah. Once again, this is a... this is the problem of how to begin. The hardest one. The hardest problem, where to begin. Do I start from the bottom to the top, or to the top from the bottom? It would make a lot more sense if it was the bottom? Maybe... no, maybe it could be also the top. That's the problem. That's the problem in these. Do I start in section 1 or do I start in section 2? I can also get... I could also get in here easily with the straight laser, but yeah. To get in here, I will need the straight laser, and I will need to go back in the portal surface. And then, so, this most likely means that I have to... I think I have to start from the top. I think I want to get everything... yeah. Because the problem with the bottom area, getting back to the bottom area, is that we need... is we need to activate 2 things to go to the top. As for the, you know, top one, we only need one. One laser catcher. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with this idea. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so... I have this feeling of... how should I say? Motivation? Oh, no! I can't do that. I just realized it. I just realized that... this cannot be a thing. Ah, shoot. This is not possible. This is not possible. I cannot start from the top to the bottom because I... Well, forgot that there is a fizzler. I have to start from the bottom to the top. Okay, so this means that I most likely need to do something like this. Because I need to get inside the portal at some point. So I think something like that is necessary. I think this is what I did too in the last yeah, in the last thing, in the last number, at number 11. I think it was number 11. Yeah, the previous map was something similar, had something similar like that. Good thing I did a swap, because now, I think for me to progress even further, I need to respawn that cube, that cube. Because I don't see what else you could do. This is so far I think the progression is pretty linear once you figure out the rules. So, okay, so now there's 2 ways for me to go. There's 2 ways for me to tackle this. One of them seems a bit odd. Let's see. If I shoot here, I'll be able to then shoot here, and I'll be able to get in here. But that doesn't help at all because my portal shot will. Yeah, I have no cube. What I want is get the cube back. Not straight enough. I can also do a swap. An interesting swap, but for now I'll wait. Yeah, and then there's also gonna... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, that's not possible. I'm realizing a mistake right now. How am I going to go back down there? Like, yes, I probably can go up there, but once I'm down here, there's no way out. I need to shoot a portal here, but I have no visual. This cannot be turned off, so this is stuck. And if I try to go back down, I lose my portals. Ah, man. Oh, man. Man. Does that mean that I have to start from back there, then? Does this mean that I can start from back there? Yeah, I think a restart is in order. I will not... Yeah, this will not help me if I continue. So yeah, if that's the case, then I do not want to shoot a portal. I do not want to shoot the portal here. I want to shoot it there. Now, the question is, can I do it? Can I do it? That's the thing. Perhaps there is something else that I can do to go back. Perhaps this portal shot right there, a portal shot right here would help me get, or help me get across. Perhaps. Let's see, destruction. Yeah, will not help. Going back and get the portal surface. Going back and getting the portal surface. Seems like a great idea. Wait, can I just do this and... No. No, it doesn't. Yeesh. Yeesh! I can respawn, but there's nothing else. There's no laser for me to get afterward. Let's see. If I can get both portals here and still get the portal surface, that would be great. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't think it's a possibility. Perhaps a shot here and a shot here instead could do something. Could do something amazing. Maybe. Maybe. But I'll need something like that, and then I'll need something like this. Can I do it backward? Is it possible for me to do this stuff backward? Instead of starting from here, we start from... Yes! Yes, it is possible. Okay. We found something. I think... Yeah. I think we have... We found another way to get out. Another way that allows me to get... to keep this portal here. I'm gonna save just in case. Hmm. 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 I wonder. And yeah, I've done this, but I don't know if that's... I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good enough. Perhaps what I did was actually possible. Perhaps something else. Instead of... Instead of what I want... Instead of keeping... Well, instead of losing the laser... To keep this portal surface here. Oh no, my past stealth made the map too big. Hey Adam! My gosh, your past stealth... Your past stealth made some terrific... truly terrific puzzle. Ah, yes, the problem. Yes, of course, there's a problem with this idea of mine. The problem being that I can't do that. I can't do that. Well, how about this? Ooh. Ooh. How about this? No, no, bad. Bad. That's not... Is it? Is it good or is it bad? Let's see. If I can keep a portal here, then yes, I'm sure that it will be fine, but... This is using the grating. I don't like using the grating. Because I want to keep a portal there. How long half a line we can take for average experienced Portal 2 player? Right, Sarkun's played your map with a streamer not too long ago. And so, yeah, he got stuck on how to do the final moves. Like, he knows what to do for the final move, but he doesn't know how to do it. Yesterday. People are still struggling with your map. Classic Atom. Classic Atom and... Oh... What about this? What kind of nonsense am I pulling? I think it's a good nonsense. Is it? Is it a good nonsense? Some good nonsense? The cube gets here, I get there. Yeah, that's... Wow. I'm getting the situation that Sarkun was streaming yesterday. He wasn't streaming, I think. Actually, I don't know if he... Yeah, he doesn't stream. He doesn't stream, he was playing with a streamer. Okay. I was playing like for 1 hour on Green Horse streamer. Green Horse streamer. Each time that I hear a name that I don't know, I get sadder. Because it makes me realize how much... makes me realize how little I know about other streamers. There's nothing that I can do about it because I'm so busy. Hey, Wigrick. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, this seems decent. I have an access to the thing, I have an access there. Yep. Seems good to me. Never heard of Greenhouse. Yeah. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club of not knowing streamers. So what maps now? I am playing an atom map. And I'm playing a sheepdog map afterward. Well, more like replaying a new version of a new revamp version of his latest map. But not really popular Russian streamer. Now that I think about it, this streamer that what you talked about, I feel like I've heard about it. I feel like I've heard him. At least someone talked about it at some point. Anyway, now we have both lasers. So this is the part. Yeah, this is this is very, how should I say? Very similar to the previous one, by the way, Atom. And this, for example, this thing where I got the true laser in a single portal. This also was very familiar to what I did in the previous map too. Oh yeah, I can go in here. Hooray! Only problem is that I need to get back. I need to get back to. I need to get back there. I need to get in here now. I do not remember what I used to do. What I did in the previous map. It's been ages, unfortunately. So, yeah. Oh, I think I see something. I noticed that I can do something like that. The problem with this... why in the world do lasers have to be enemies in this map? Because it's like that. That's how the world rolls. Okay, mistake number one. I could have kept the portal surface here. Can I load back? Okay, yes, excellent. I made the perfect save. Alright, so I can do something like this and be in this room. Yeah. Problem with this is that there is only... maybe it's fine. Maybe I don't need... Let's see, if I destroy the cube... Oh, if I destroy the cube, that's gonna be problematic. Oh no. Oh, and that's also a nice little... that's a nice little reload that I don't want to do. So what happens if I do this instead? Not much. Oh, wait. Wait. Now I can reload because there is something new that I can do. Let's go back to this. Bunny opening. Does this map have funnel? No. But 2 maps ago from not 2 maps ago. 2 self-isolation ago. I'm pretty sure there was some funnel. 2 or 3 maps ago, yeah. So yeah, I can do something like this, which will allow me to which will allow me to gather the cube once more. One mapper. It's a fun mapper. Okay, I'll try. I'll try. Whoop, did I beat it? Metaphysical. I did not. Okay, I'll do it at some point. I will do it at some point. So something that I can do, it's this. This seems good. Like, this is something that Atom would do. Yeah, I feel so confident that I'm going to save it. It could be a terrible mistake, but... I don't know, I feel like... Oh no! You have gotta be kidding me! I did the wrong cube all along. Because here's the thing. I do this, I press the button, which will give me... Well, if I did the right cube, it would have destroyed this one. Then, I would have been... Hey! I can place it now, here, and then I would be here, and then I can press the button and I would be done. But no, of course! I did the wrong! Atom. Come on, man! Fine, I'll redo everything. At least I know what to do. Still not happy about it. Also, I never used this. This button was never used, so I guess I did a partial break somewhere. Anyway, we're done. I just have to remember the moves. Let's do the swap. The sweepity swap. Like that. Alright, is this correct? Hopefully the angle laser is good. The straight angle laser. Up we go! Okay, so this wasn't bad. I forgot that what that button was for. To expose that portable surface. Only my past self know the answer. Well, soon we won't be, we will leave the past. The past will be no more soon. Soon we will get to the present. And then we can finally... And then you can finally remember everything. Alright, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad to remember. There we go. There we go. Yeah, well, that was cool. I liked it. I like this map. Ow. And there we go. Another excellent puzzle by the master of the laser, Mr. Adam. Up we go. Bam!